All right, y'all, we are back with another video and say it ain't so. Benny has dropped another video and I definitely need to check this out. And I want a lot of you to check it out, especially if you haven't seen it. And this one is called CNN has triggered meltdown live on air after black voters turn on Biden and say that Joe's done nothing. Which that right there is not a surprise to a lot of us, if not all of us, that Joe ain't did anything but just tear this country up, just like I've been repeating for like the last several weeks to a month, 2 months, however you want to say it. He's just been tearing this country apart, wars going on. He won't close the border. I mean, it's all type of stuff going on that makes Joe Biden so freaking corrupt. And the reason why he should not be in office. And y'all see that the reason why that we are all happy that Trump is winning in the polls right now. And he's winning by a landslide. So that is some great news to hear. And like I said, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody that clicked on this video for the very first time. Without further ado, let's dive straight into it, y'all.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. I love it when CNN grabs a bottle of Purell and a hazmat suit and leaves their cushy offices in Manhattan or in Washington, D.C. and goes to the middle of the country to see how Joe Biden's policies are destroying everyday life. And they get utterly body checked by populations of people that should normally vote Democrat and are like, my God, this shit is crazy. We are not voting for Joe Biden again. No. CNN broadcasts these, even though they go and they interview only liberals, CNN often gets completely destroyed. And that just happened when CNN went to Milwaukee, a swing state, obviously, very important swing state. Gotta win it, right? In Wisconsin, Hillary Clinton loses to Wisconsin, Donald Trump wins the presidency, right? Joe Biden must win Wisconsin to beat Donald Trump in 2024, talking to black people in inner city super blue Democrat Wisconsin, and they're all like, eh. And then the CNN anchor is like goes on an on-air panic attack meltdown because black voters aren't completely 100% like, we will vote for Joe. Watch this. It's epic.
People are wondering, what is he doing in terms of police accountability and criminal justice reform?
Lang also says the president better show up more.
People always want to see people actually paying attention. And sometimes that means being able to physically be here and engaged.
Black turnout soared here in the Obama years, but it dropped in 2016 and was flat in 2020.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you grade the Joe Biden presidency in terms of its impact on your life and your community?
A 4.
A 4.
Yeah, and I love Joe.
Devette Baker, though, sees a reason for optimism.
The alternative is the man whose name I try not to say.
Well, I'll say it. As we sit here today, the likely alternative is Donald Trump.
Right.
Would that be enough to motivate people, even if maybe they're a little on Biden?
I think so.
Joanna Brooks is one such voter. She owns a yoga studio just across the Milwaukee line in Glendale.
All right, y'all.
Like many we met in the city, Brooks says black voters get taken for granted.
Black people in general, I think, tend to be pretty loyal to the Democratic Party. And sometimes I wonder, just based on how that party has performed thus far for people of color, if we should continue to be.
But Brooks says that accountability exercise must wait until after 2024 because of constant Republican attacks on abortion rights and voting rights.
I grew up almost certain that my rights were guaranteed, right? I took it for granted. And now as I sit and watch the work of so many black folks during the civil rights movement, so many women who fought for women's rights, when I see all of their work slowly being undone, that was a wake-up call for me, for sure. You have to fight.
Eric Jones is no Trump fan, but he thinks it's foolish to bet on Trump motivating black turnout.
I get people saying they're not going to vote. That's my fear, that if they see those two and they're going to say, screw it, we're damned anyways.
We met Jones at the 5th anniversary of the Bronzeville Collective. Several local artists sell their goods here. It is a source of smiles and hope in a community often defined by poverty and a high incarceration rate.
When the factories and the manufacturing left, jobs left. When jobs leave and opportunities leave, then you have certain things that are domino effects, right?
Jones says the president should stop by and learn a lesson.
You bring opportunities, you bring jobs, you get votes. Plain and simple.
For the president, it is the mood a year from now that matters most. But the mood today is bleak.
If you're Joe Biden and you want to be reelected, he'd have a problem today, right?
Yes, he will. He'll have a big problem.
Johnson's work could well help the president. But listen.
If it were just Biden and Trump, who would you vote for?
That's just a tough one.
A young man who says the country needs big change. Determined to boost Milwaukee's black turnout, yet not sure who gets his vote.
And just stunning, that young man there, I don't know who I'm going to vote for, a young black man in Milwaukee who's actually part of this activist community. Then you have the older black women answering the door, say, yeah, people died for my right to vote, but I'm not sure I'm going to vote because I'm so disaffected and disenchanted. And it matters. There's a year to fix it. But remember, 2 times in a row, Wisconsin alone, big battleground state, decided by about 20,000 votes. So it doesn't take many people staying home or going the other way to flip the state.
I love how CNN there is effectively like trying to do damage control for Joe Biden. Joe Biden's support collapses with black voters. These are the headlines that are being written this month. An increasing number of polls showing a growing dissatisfaction with the prospect of Joe Biden running for a second term among black voters. An NBC News poll found that Joe Biden had slipped from 80% support to 63% support for black voters. Dude, if you're at 50% support for black voters, and by the way, these polls are all rigged, then you are losing. You're losing.
Exactly.
Are black and Hispanic Americans abandoning Joe Biden? Yes, President Joe Biden has an enthusiasm problem. He kicked off his re-election bid, but black voters are not supporting Joe Biden. Biden has lost ground with black and Hispanic Americans. My goodness. Look at...
See, and that's the thing right there. We already knew that a lot of black voters have turned on Joe Biden. Some of the ones that at least believed in him, which now they come to find out, they see that he's corrupt. He ain't doing a good job. Not even since he been in there. And I be god dogged if this man get 4 more years to tear this country up. It just ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Biden has to go. I'm gonna continue to say that. I don't care how many times I say it. I say it every video if I have to. Biden needs to go. And I'm gonna say that all the way to next year until Trump is announced the winner and become the president once again. People are waking up. Look where his poll number dropped from 80% of black voters that support him down to about 63. And at the end of the day, it's going to get lower than that. If you read this, Biden had lost ground with black and Hispanic Americans. They no longer believe in this man. Somebody tell me in the comment section, what have Joe Biden did for us? What have he did? What have this man did? Absolutely nothing. Nothing. It's wars going on and stuff. Illegal immigrants. He don't want to close the border. Trump been said something about that. And I'm still waiting on Biden to give his apology to Trump, because Trump said he want Biden to apologize to him. And Biden still haven't did that yet. This country is in shambles right now. Biden have pissed off everybody. And then when you see that, when you got people that believe in Joe Biden, that voted on him, now they feeling like, man, we should have voted for Trump. We should have voted for Trump. And you've been seeing some people on the left coming out saying, you know what, Trump was right. Trump was right. I told y'all before, I said this almost every video, that Biden own side is done turned on him. They done turned on him. They no longer believe in him. It's the reason why they want him to drop out. They want him to drop out of this race. There's no way that Biden is winning next year. Ain't no way. And I heard Kamala Harris saying something about we don't care about the polls, about how far Trump is in the polls. We still going to win. But we keeping our eye on them because we know how this cheating stuff been going, and it ain't gonna happen this time. We keeping our eye out for that. So let's keep it going though. But it's definitely looking bad for Biden. It's been looking bad for Biden because, like I said, Trump is just running away with it in the polls.
At the collapse here, and it's getting worse.
It is.
It's getting worse. Look at based Hispanics. Goodness gracious, guys. It's really, really bad. It's really bad. Wisconsin is a border state to Iowa. CNN went to Iowa had the same problem. Now, Iowa is a consistently red state now, very much Donald Trump winning state. But Iowa, man, when CNN went to Iowa and it got like their entire world wrecked by facts like this, right?
Yep.
Like, so if black supporters and Hispanic supporters are all abandoning Biden, what do you think is happening with white rural voters in the red state of Iowa? This is one of the most unbelievable things that has ever aired on CNN. Compliments for them for airing it because they get their asses handed to them. Watch the salty, salty tears. Watch.
And family around the table don't watch and don't trust CNN. There is reverence for Ronald Reagan here. But listen.
The trust is gone.
Reagan's optimism replaced by Trump's grievances.
We got to find our own way to take care of ourselves.
Reagan's disdain of big government replaced by Trump's distrust of just about everything.
I think he thinks he was stolen from him.
Still questions about the 2020 election.
And I had a lot of people who agreed with him.
Criticism of the Trump prosecutions.
But nothing about that deal is the American way. I don't think.
And this.
If you think the United States should be supporting Ukraine in the fight against Putin, raise your hand. Nobody.
You don't have to be that smart to connect the dots, right? And so is the war to cover up sins committed so you can cover your tracks? There's too much money that's been thrown over there.
You think all the NATO countries would do what Biden told them to do because he's trying to cover up some Hunter Biden business deal by...
Look, we all know that Biden is trying to cover up his son's deals because he already lied talking about he didn't know anything about his business dealing. Oh, I don't know anything about my son's business dealing. Come to find out, Joe Biden is the mastermind behind all of it. He knows everything. He was at places with Hunter Biden when the dealings and stuff was going on. He lied. You remember when Biden was caught using alias names? Thought he wasn't going to get caught? Come on now. Come on, tell the truth. We know that Biden knew everything about his son's dealings. We all know that.
Depends on how Zelensky, how much dirt he has on Biden to keep the money coming.
That's out there.
No, because it's my deal, right?
Hey, well, how do you trust when you know the government has shut down Facebook and shut down Twitter and told them to not show certain news stories?
A few days here makes clear Trump's grip is very strong.
Boy, I'm telling you, boy, they are panicking right now, man, because like I said, Biden is like the black voters votes. They just turned away against Joe Biden from 80% to 60%. And like Benny said, it's going to get lower than that. Because if you look at the polls, Trump is running away right now. CNN don't like it. They are panicking right now. They are panicking. I'm surprised they even showed that video of a lot of black voters saying, hey, man, Biden, they basically saying he ain't doing a good job, basically. That's basically what they saying. So, like I said, y'all get in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think about it. Thank you all for watching. And I'll catch y'all in the next one. I will leave this video in the description if you want to go watch the video yourself. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.